All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're basically going on a modern-day treasure hunt. We're going to be digging for digital gold, and our map, well, that's the world of data mining.
You know, this quote from IBM just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? It perfectly captures this huge challenge we have today. I mean, we are surrounded by these just mountains of raw data, but the really valuable stuff, the gold, it's buried deep, deep inside. So the big question is, how in the world do you sift through terabytes, literally tons and tons of digital rock, to find these little nuggets of pure knowledge? Well, that's where data mining comes in.
Okay, so to really get what data mining is, I think it's super important to first talk about what it isn't. And let me tell you, it is not just asking a simple question of a database. It's way more than that. And this right here, this is the key difference. A simple question like, which customers bought a fan? Well, that just pulls up information you already knew to ask for, right? But data mining? Man, that's like having a crystal ball. It helps us find connections and patterns we didn't even know were there. We're not just asking what happened anymore, we're trying to predict what's going to happen next.
So at its core, data mining is really just a whole collection of techniques that are designed to turn all that raw, messy data into something actually useful, what some folks call knowledge. It's all about finding that one clear signal in a whole lot of noise.
All right, so why should you care about this right now? Well, because data mining isn't some niche back-office thing anymore. No way. It is literally the engine that powers the biggest trends in technology today. We're talking AI and big data. I mean, think about it. You can't have artificial intelligence without, well, intelligence. And where does that intelligence come from? It comes from the patterns and the insights that we find in data. Data mining is the secret sauce that makes the learning part of machine learning actually happen.
You can almost think of it like a training program for an AI. First up, data mining is like its personal trainer. It gets all that raw data into shape, cleaning it up, and getting it ready. Then it acts like a coach, pointing out all the important patterns for the AI to study and learn from. And finally, it's the strategist, helping the AI zero in on only the most critical information, so it can make decisions that are not just faster, but way more accurate.
And this isn't just theory, right? You can see the real-world impact everywhere. Take Groupon. They're sifting through a whole terabyte of customer data to catch trends as they happen. Or Domino's. They're pulling info from 85,000 different sources just to create that perfect, personalized buying experience for you. And then there's Air France-KLM, building this complete 360-degree picture of every single traveler so they can offer trips that feel totally unique.
Okay, so that all sounds great, but how does it actually work? I know the technology itself can get pretty complex, but the whole process can be boiled down to 4 main steps. It all kicks off with a clear goal. You've got to know what you're looking for, right? After that comes the data prep. And honestly, this is often the hardest, most time-consuming part. It's all about cleaning and organizing that mountain of digital rock. It's only then that the powerful algorithms get to work, hunting for those hidden patterns. And the last step, and maybe the most important one, is taking all those amazing findings and actually using them to make smarter decisions in the real world, decisions that really make a difference. So what kind of tools are we talking about here? What's in the data miner's toolkit? Well, data scientists have this huge range of techniques they use to find patterns, but let's just peek at a couple of the most common ones.
Okay, first up, we've got something called association rules. This is the classic market basket analysis. It's all about finding simple relationships between different items. You know, it's the reason why when you put strawberries in your online cart, the website magically suggests you might also want some cream. That's association at work. Next on the list is classification. Now, this one is kind of like playing detective. The system learns the key features of a category, like what makes a car an SUV versus a sedan. You know, number of doors, seating, shape, so that when a brand new, unknown car shows up, it can correctly label it and put it in the right bucket.
Now, clustering is a bit different. See, it doesn't start with any predefined categories at all. Instead, it just looks at all the data and starts grouping similar things together all on its own. It's an amazing way to discover natural groupings you never even knew existed. This is how companies stumble upon whole new segments of customers. And honestly, that is just scratching the surface. The toolkit is packed with all sorts of specialized techniques. You've got things like regression, which is great for forecasting future sales, and anomaly detection, which is perfect for sniffing out weird outliers like credit card fraud. But at the end of the day, the goal for all of this is to create real value. You know, like this executive from Air France said, it's about turning these massive, impersonal piles of data into a customer experience that feels truly personal, something that feels like it was made just for me. So when you step back and look at it, data mining has given us this incredible, almost superpower-like ability. We can not only understand what's happening right now, but we can actually start to predict the future. And that leaves us with a pretty big question, doesn't it? In a world where we have basically infinite data, what on earth will we choose to predict next?